Yeah, I think if you ask them travelling up here today, Wimborne, they probably didn't have the respect that of Bristol Manor Farm that we deserve. Do you know what I mean? We're a player in the Southern League, been there enduring. We've seen Wimborne when they weren't that good a few years ago. Like I think they got promoted that year, but we hammered them twice in the same season. When they before they got the resources and the infrastructure in place to play at the ground they now play at. So I feel that like we've probably earned the right, because obviously the football contest was won by Bristol Manor Farm today in terms of the football and that was looked to be played here today. But they've obviously like come, and fair play to them. They ground one out. They didn't change from start to finish. They went a goal down. They probably should have been. We should have been out of sight come half time. And then in the second half, there's two soft goals from our point of view. But again, at 1-1, like I said, we normally would you just take your point today and move on. But we know we need a few snookers between now and the end of the season to try and get to that holy grail. We know it's going to be a tall order, and probably that sort of talk will be ruled out now. Do you know what I mean? We just need to make sure we look at our final 11 games and try and get as many points as possible, and just be glad that we've had a restore season, so to speak. But at 1-1, we're never going to settle for the point, and that's the only reason that penalties come about. It was never going to be a game that we had conceded to them if we were happy with a point, and because we weren't happy with a point, because we're trying to make up for lost ground. That's why they've broke on us, and we've leave. Like I think Jay Adams, we've exposed him a little bit, and I'll take the blame for that, because I'm in the dugout and obviously encouraging our players to get forward. So that's that. I couldn't be happier and prouder of the lads today. The performance is there for all to see. I think I heard there was just shy of 300 here today, and I think they got away knowing that, like, yet again, this Manor Farm team excites everybody, and we're looking forward to a Friday night trip to Bishop's Cleeve on the 4G that both Bishop's Cleeve and us, with the sets of players that are at our disposal, are going to enjoy playing on.
Definitely, and obviously Ben Bateman today, another very, very well taken finish in the first half. Probably could have had a couple more today based on the chances that were presented, but for consecutive weeks to get on the score sheet twice, that's very positive from Ben.
Yeah, Ben's growing back in his like the centre forward role as he's rejoined us again. Played very, very well since his return. Obviously, his time on the pitch got cut short today purely and simply because he took a knock. He took a bad knock at training actually, and he took another knock today, and it sort of you could tell it was starting to like play on him a little bit. So we obviously, unfortunately, we had to get him out of the game, because Ben's the sort of lad that these sort of occasions bring the best out of. And as you say, a great finish to put us 1-0 up. And I felt in the first half both him and Danny were like getting in on their two centre halves quite easily with a lot of comfort. And we could have, like I said, we should have been probably more than one goal up at half time.
You've previously touched as well on Bishop's Cleeve, Lee. It'll be the third time this season already that we're going to go there. Different conditions, obviously. Today, the pitch, obviously, held up well for the 90 minutes. But this time of year, going to a 3G pitch, it's going to be a completely different surface and a different game altogether.
Yeah, definitely. Like as you say, the pitch, our groundsman's worked wonders to get it into decent shape today, and that's why I think all like sides like I've been to grounds like where you've turned up, you think like, I know they look horrific, but you got to respect it. You got to respect the situation, and some clubs got better resources than others. At the moment, Wimborne have got a situation where they're getting a lot of resources into them, and we wish them luck with that. So I like to think that a few of the comments prior to the game in terms of like a person that was, I think he was our cone putter out, or was putting the cones out, and was a little bit disrespectful of the situation there. Hopefully you go away now and realise that Bristol Manor Farm is full up with a lot of quality football players, that if you give them a carpet to play on, like if we could have chosen to go on the Wimborne and played this game today, I think there would have been a different outcome, because obviously the football team has ended up losing today. But like obviously fair play to them, they've played with their experience and their know-how of the conditions, and the long ball situation has definitely worked for them.
Well, we've certainly taken a few bloody noses, Lee, in recent weeks, and these results obviously are only going to make us stronger moving forward. So what are the lessons learned from results like this, especially for a younger group of players?
Yeah, I'm done with talking about cruel football. Like we say in that dressing room, it is all about learning from this situation. Maybe the unfortunate thing, like with the way we are as a club at the moment, we grow players and they tend to move on and fill their boots. So maybe by the time the experience kicks in, they'll be like playing higher up the football ladder. But we wish them well with that. But if we can keep getting this club to grow as we are off the field, with the resources, hopefully in the terms of grants and so on, to get the place tidied up, then maybe we can keep a few about, grow around them, and the lessons that we are learning now won't be just be painful ones for for this moment. It'll help us grow and develop, and the experience we gain will prove that this club will be successful in those good areas. But we've always, like I said, we've always overachieved there. I think we're doing it yet again. And but what we are doing is enjoying the football and the display that we're putting on, and I think all our supporters are enjoying it as well.